it's Azra.
And Nyla.
And we're the Boom Boom Sisters.
Today we're going to be making
apple pie taquitos.
And
you might think this sounds really weird.
Yeah, but it's apple and
it's like an apple pie, but in a tortilla.
Yeah.
You know what? It just tastes really good. If you have tried this, comment down below. Have you tried buttering a tortilla with some cinnamon sugar on the top? It's good.
Try it.
Comment down below if you did it, you know. Alright, so to get into this video, we're going to tell you guys our ingredients.
Okay, so you're going to need the caramel.
And ours is Smucker's.
Smucker's Delight. It's a topping. And
so it's just caramel.
Yeah, it's just caramel.
Which you can get at your grocery store.
Or you can melt the little caramel pieces.
We have also sugar. We got just the cane granulated sugar.
You're going to need some butter. We got Crunchy Crock.
We got some apple pie filling. Now, honestly, when I was like, oh my gosh, we need some apple pie filling, my mom goes, they have that? Because you would think it would just be like you could actually make it and like, but no, they actually have an apple pie filling. Which,
so if you want to make it, you can make it, but
it's
the lazy people that don't know how to make.
Hey, it's not lazy. It's just it's already there for you, so I might as well use it, and it'll taste a lot better.
Yeah. You're gonna need some ground cinnamon.
Cinnamon. You're also gonna need some nutmeg. Ground nutmeg.
That is.
You're
gonna need a
can opener
like this
for the apples.
That.
You're gonna need some tortillas. We got Mission tortillas by the way.
And then you're gonna need bowls.
For just like,
to mix, actually.
You're also going to need a 9 by 13 inch pan.
Yeah. And then you're going to need a knife.
You're also going to want to preheat your oven to 350. We'll be back when we have our oven preheated and everything ready to go. We preheated our oven to 350. Next step is taking a spoon and your butter. And you guys are going to make use 1/4 of butter, and you're also going to melt it. So I would melt it within like every 5 seconds. Like if by 5 seconds it's still really hard, go another 5 seconds.
I guess you could just scoop it out of here and probably smarter.
So we're going to get our butter all melted and we'll come back to show you guys the rest. So we melted our butter. It took like 25 seconds after. That is hot, huh?
It's hot.
Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your spoon and you do it really lightly. Like, don't go overboard with it. You want to hold the butter? And you're just going to drizzle it onto the pan.
And it looks
this
like
makes it really easy to come off. Yeah, you can also pour a little bit too. Can you pour some over here?
I smell like eggs.
Eggs?
I don't know why. But you want to make sure it gets all over the pan.
Because you don't want it to stick at all. And you could, like, you're probably thinking, why can't you just use
parchment paper
or
wax paper
or Pam?
Yeah, Pam.
But butter just works better for this. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So we're going to leave the rest of the butter over here. And no, you're going to put it off to the side because we're going to need it eventually again. So
now that is all mixed around,
I'm going to put that over off to the side. Alright, okay. So now you're going to take your other bowl, put your pan off to the side.
Take another bowl.
And you are going to take your cinnamon, which you're going to need 1 teaspoon of. You want to do this one?
And you're going to need ground nutmeg. And you're going to need 1/4 of a teaspoon.
And for sugar, you're going to need 1/4 cup of sugar.
So what you want to do is
put this all in this bowl
and
mix it up and we'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so now that we have mixed together our nutmeg, cinnamon, and sugar, it looks something like that.
And the nutmeg stinks.
It kind of smells like a...
But it was very strong, that's all I have to say.
And you're just going to sprinkle it to the bottom of the pan.
So it can give that like cinnamon kind of taste. Because there was more cinnamon than the nutmeg.
And more sugar.
Yeah, and more sugar. Because you need that sugar.
Always.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little bit more.
Just get it all over the pan.
Alright. Now you can put this off to the side, same with your sugar mix.
Now, what you want to do is take your
Apple pie filling
and
open that bad boy up. Other way. There you go. She always has trouble with this can opener. And what you're going to do in this step is you're going to chop up your apples because they're going to be a little big for the tortillas, so we gotta make them smaller. Smell good?
it smells like fall.
All right, we're gonna show you guys how we're gonna do one of them, and then we're gonna do the rest, and we'll come back for it. Grab a fork.
Okay.
Or you can just stab it with a knife. I mean, that's what I would do. Go for it.
Okay.
Cut it in half.
Okay, so I'm cutting it in half and then little quarters. Like each one gets one chop. Like that. And
so a total would be 4 for this one.
Yeah.
Unless they're smaller, because there are a few smaller ones in here, then just cut it in half and it's cool. All right, guys, we're gonna finish the rest of our apples, and we'll be back when we're all finished. We have our apples.
Apples cut in this bowl. It did not fit in the other one.
Yeah, we were like thinking it's gonna fit in that tiny bowl. You're gonna take your tortillas and you're gonna put these in the microwave for about 20 seconds to just soften them because it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
And especially if you put them in the refrigerator like we do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a few of these microwaved, and we're gonna show you guys our next step.
Now that we heated our tortillas for 20 seconds, so every 10 seconds you flip it.
Just so you're gonna flip it once.
Okay, so next you're gonna take your caramel sauce.
Smells good.
Okay, I'm gonna get a spoon.
You're gonna take your caramel with a spoon, and this might get really messy, so you just gotta make sure you drip it out. And you're gonna put it right in the middle of your tortilla.
Just the middle.
Yep, and then spread it around. So like, I'm gonna put like a line down mine.
This is so like, this falls. And
So simple.
this is gonna be good.
And you guys can do as much caramel as you want down the middle. Like if you like a lot of caramel,
Yeah.
you can do a lot more down the middle. But we do it like a fair amount.
And you might get messy, so get a plate. Like I am.
Alright, next what you're going to want to do is you're going to take some of your apples, and it's okay if it's in caramel, doesn't really matter, and you're going to put your apples right in the middle where your caramel is. Now what you're going to do is you're going to toy roll your
Thing
like
a taquito.
a burrito slash taquito.
And it might come out the sides like mine.
It's supposed to though. It's supposed to not look perfect. You're going to take your plate at this moment and put your tortilla into it and leave a few spaces. I mean, you don't need to have it huge spaced.
But you can like that.
And then what you guys are going to want to do is take some of your melted butter that you have off to the side.
Some melted butter.
And you are going to just take just a little. Now I want you to grab our cinnamon sugar. And you are just going to rub it on. Just put it on there. And Nyla's going to come back around with our cinnamon sugar just to pour it on top of our
mix, though.
Our mix. To pour it on top of our little taquito there. It's actually a big taquito, but...
Oh.
Here, let me put some more butter right there. Alright guys, we're going to do the rest of them, and we're going to show you guys what to do at our next step.
We roll them up.
And complete them all with all of our apple and caramel and fun stuff.
And they look like this.
They look like burritos.
Yeah, like burritos.
But
a surprise. So you're gonna put this in the oven for
15 minutes. You obviously want to keep an eye on them because start checking them around 10 minutes because it's like sometimes our oven is very fast and it cooks really, really fast. So we have to kind of watch at 10 minutes. And like I said, it usually is supposed to take 15 minutes, but just keep watching it. And you'll know when they're done because the edges will get golden
and it will start
bubbling. Like the edges will have like a bubble on them. So we're gonna put those in there, and we're gonna come back when they are all complete and ready to eat.
Okay, so now that they cooked for about
15 minutes, I think it was 14, 15 minutes.
And they look like this. The pan's hot.
Very hot.
Very hot. So They
You can also tell that they're done not only by the golden. You can see that ours did puff up a little bit on the sides.
And it is crispy on the edges.
Super crispy, which is what you want because you want it to be a taquito.
Taquito.
Taquito. So you can definitely tell that they're taquitos by just the feeling.
Yeah.
And
the apples are
some of the apples, like from like the caramel and stuff, did come out of the thing, and you could tell that they were done because it started like bubbling, so you knew that they were cooked inside. And like I said, apple pie, and you can eat cold apples. You could have ate that out of the jar if you really wanted to. It really doesn't matter. But this is definitely a great fall treat.
Party. You can do it for a ton. Like these are really very easy to make. You
like
can do
it honestly took us what, like 20? No, less than 20 minutes.
Less.
Probably like 15 minutes to just make them. Plus added time. So I mean, honestly, it probably didn't take us that long.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like working at a like we found like our rhythm, you know, with our like apples and cinnamon and sugar.
But if you're doing it by yourself, it might take a little bit longer. But
they're super simple, a great party thing. Like, you know what? No one really knows about these. Like, honestly, they're like not that known for them.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear about them until I found them, and honestly, they're really great. Like, they taste like an apple pie, but it's like super simple. It's instead of actually buying an apple pie or making apple pie, which takes a while.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things like grab your taquito and get out of here.
Yeah. So make sure you guys give this video a huge
thumbs up, a comment down below, and click that subscribe button. Bye!
Let me see if it's not cutting off your head. Okay, ready? Okay.
It's hot. Ow. Are you okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So guys, we just got it out of the oven.
And don't know what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. Retake.
Action. Ow. Ow.
Action. All right, guys, we just got it out of the oven, and
why are we talking like 200 miles per hour? And ready?
We still can't nail that. We gotta get